Welcome back, Commanders. My name's Crave, and this is some more Europa Universalis 4, the Common Sense expansion, playing as Holland, and we doubled our size, but not our development. Now, we took some provinces and are making sure that the coalitions don't trigger by just keeping everyone around us just happy enough to not be pissed off enough with us. So we're going to call back from Trier, and that was Trier. Nassau, yeah. Let's improve relations with Nassau then. Get you up to 14 as well. Trier is also fighting. Oh, interesting. Liège and Trier, okay. Yeah, no. I'm not gonna take a royal marriage with Gallery though. Because this alliance is more convenient than anything else. And they desire Vlaanderen. Of all provinces, they want Vlaanderen. Well, I am going to core it. Well, I'm gonna wait one more month. Maybe it will take down with... Nope. And for the sake of peace, I am going to increase the autonomy here. Just in case stuff happens. Yeah, I don't want the unrest to become too big. Once we core it, it will be better. Separatism needs to take down. That's also good for making the peace deal, like on the last day of the year. We instantly got a tick of the separatism disappearing. And separatism is the new term for nationalism, in that they want to separate from your country and not really be... They're not really trying to form a new nation, sort of. Maybe? 3.23 right now. That is good. I can build... Oh, I can actually build another unit, but I'm more inclined to right now build more ships. So, I'm gonna do that first. So I already took one of the provinces outside of the original Dutch area. But that's fine. It's still in the Low Countries. As I said, I'm only allowed really to take these provinces plus Rathel and Calais. That is what I have... set as my ultimate. This is everything I want eventually in Europe. Nothing else. If we get a personal union, fine, I'll take it. I mean, it's really great to get those things. I'm not willing to give those up, but you're allied with Aachen. Okay, so that would be them. How is the Holy Roman Empire doing? Reichsreform. Build cost and development cost down. I'm not unhappy to get that. Also, whoa! Austria will actually lose the emperorship on the next election. Why is that? Cologne, 212 for... Wow, we are way far behind on everything else. Legitimacy is bad. Diplomatic reputation is bad. Relationships are not great. We are a large-ish nation, though. Yeah, we're nowhere inclined to get free. Okay, so these are the 7 electors. And these are the free cities. Friesland, Ravensburg, Memmingen, Nuremberg, Ulm, Frankfurt, and Aachen. Okay, so Aachen is a free city. What are they? Is that also their government then? Yeah, that's also their government type. Not a bishopry anymore. So the only really big problem here is Friesland. If we... Okay, we're in a new year. Also, these relations have been going on for a bit too long now. Cleves are out hostile towards us. Let's make them happier about us. Don't need to go to war with them or them, so why shouldn't I make them happier? I think I can easily afford an advisor. Do we want prestige? Not necessarily. Trade efficiency, that's something I will always like. Also because he's gonna give me more money. 2.92 going up to 3.13, so he's actually paying almost 1/5 of himself back, which is nice. Fort defense is also is a lot stronger now that you have fortresses, but we only have one fortress currently in the country. That's a little bit worse, but I'll get one more infantry built up in our home territory. Just gotta make sure we are getting there. Yeah, the unlegitimate part of it will soon, well, actually almost be gone already. It's in August. Wow, it only took a year to core? No, it took 1.5 years to core. Part of a patrimony, which should drop this down a bit more. No, it's still 12.6. Our overextension did drop though, which is fine. Now we don't have the unlawful territory anymore, so our legitimacy is actually increasing again. 2.6, yeah, that's a lot better here. So the 0.75 will disappear, and then it will be a negligible amount. We're going into the English channel. You are going into the English channel. And you guys can combine. So, what has also changed significantly is the buildings map mode. Wow, we need 30 development for another building here. 20 here. Yeah. 64. Yeah, and we're now independent, so this is cheaper. I should get some more manpower, right? Could be useful. We'll unlock a building slot. So what we can do is fortresses and such. I will want castles along my entire perimeter, so a castle in Breda will be useful. If I go back to the region map mode, that's culture. I need regions. So Friesland, Breda, Luxembourg will need one, I guess. So if we do take Calais at some point, if it's probably has to flip sides first to one of these two in a separate war, then we would Calais, Cambrai, Luxembourg, Limburg, Gallery. That would give us an entire perimeter of zone of control on the outside at least. Vlaanderen is now part of our patrimony, which is good, and we can add it to the Holy Roman Empire, but why should we? Because when we form the Netherlands, we already leave the HRE because we become a kingdom. Oh wow, Flemish has become an accepted culture. So how much percentage is that? It's a cultural union. Ah, that's actually good. And now we can take our first military tech, and I'm very happy to do so. And on the next one we get better infantry. That's good. On level 10 is the first time we get better cavalry though. Yay, we can get 1 month of ahead of time bonus on diplomatic tech. Yay. But this marketplace will be important. I will build marketplaces like almost everywhere, because we are a trader nation. We want trade, and marketplaces are huge for trade nowadays. 466. It's okay, but with 263, yeah, our first idea will then definitely become a diplomatic one. And yeah, so going back to the building changes that I was talking about, you only have a certain amount of buildings you can build in each province because there's not enough room. And the better developed the province is, the more space there is for buildings. And buildings have been boosted as well. So if we go to Zeeland, where we actually can build, we could have built a castle. We see a lot of buildings here. Worship of the Virgin Mary. Let's do that in a second. Let's talk about the buildings first. So there are trade buildings, government buildings, navy buildings, production, taxation, army, manufacturing, defense. So the most important ones for us in this Let's Play are the trade buildings, because they give a lot of trade power bonus. A marketplace now gets 50% local trade power, just straight up 50%, instead of just one trade value that it used to be. And we also want the navy buildings, because shipyards, we're gonna have a huge navy that will protect us mostly and give us a lot of stuff, trade power as well. But yeah, you can only build a certain number of buildings. If you look at Vlaanderen, having farmlands gives you 2 more buildings, period. That's why getting the rest of the Flanders region will be very important for us, as well as Brabant, because this is all farmland. It can have more buildings, and more buildings means better, an easier way to play tall. Anyway, the Blessed Virgin Mary, Mother of our Lord Jesus Christ, is the Queen of Heaven and mediator of many graces. There is no more perfect woman, and her holy motherhood grants her a seat at the right hand of God. Or does it? Recently, radical theologians have been arguing that there is no need for such intercessions. Are they right, or is the Holy Mother Church in danger from their almost heretical otherings? Gain 2 papal influence for 1 reform desire, or change opinion? Well, I want to go either Protestant or Reformed. Protestant because it has some new gameplay. Reformed because it is pretty strong for trade nations, as well as being what the Netherlands eventually became. And yeah, so may the Madonna forgive them. Gives me some papal influence, which is good. Oh, you can only invest if you actually have cardinals. That's interesting. I did not know that. Yeah, our last game as Spain, we got plenty of cardinals, so it's that I did not know that. Fine, we're really making enough money to get 1 more advisor. I'll get the +1 guy, Flores Limburg, Arnulf Texel. It's pronounced Texel, and Texel would be this island that's up here and to the north of Holland. That would be Texel. It's weird that we pronounce it that way. It's written Texel, but we pronounce it Texel. Yeah, that's actually a quirk in the Dutch language, because normally the X sound is like KS, like it is in English, but except for Texel. Mostly except for Texel, I think. 11.3 in Breda. Let's put our army here. So we have some semblance of reduction here. So we have less swiftness on that going on there. So where is it the least expensive to upgrade our current stuff? Actually, Vlaanderen is quite cheap. So I am... Yeah, the manpower increase from Vlaanderen is not as effective because it is very autonomous. Well, we can do our diplomatic tech, and I'm glad to take it because that will allow us to build a marketplace. And if anything, Holland is getting a marketplace because it has insane trade power. And if we actually look at the building map mode, we will be able to see how much it's of an increase. It's a 19.2 increase to our trade power in the English Channel node. That's insane. So places that have... Antwerp will also get a marketplace because it also has a very high trade power. So once that is built, our trade power will go up quite a bit over here. England does have the most trade power, but we are second already and making 3.7 ducats over here. And our trade efficiency did just drop, of course, because we lost our ahead of time bonus. The next one will be available in 8 years, though. Military tech would be available in 7-ish years. Admin tech will also be available in 7 years, but that would only be tech level 4. Let's build some more ships. Actually, it doesn't matter if I build it here. It takes the same time as building 2 in these. Let's just do it like this then. Yeah, we have no more force limit available, but that's fine. It's going very well. Our aggressive expansion has probably ticked down far enough now. It's already down to 27 here. Let's see, we can recall from U2. I will want one improving relations with England, because we need English support in it for a long time coming. Aggressive expansion will actually be gone in 4 years from England. But yeah, if I declare on Friesland, Austria will be forced to join. Because they are a Frisian empire and will be protected. If you look at Utrecht as a comparison, who is currently at war with a lot of people, which is insanely useful. Only Munster would join. Gelre would join our side. Austria will not join, and England will not. Gelre will join. So I just want to know Utrecht. The problem is, of course, the fact that we have a little bit high. They currently still have an army. Then I'm just gonna leave it be for now. Yeah, because then the aggressive expansion becomes a little bit too much. I'd rather wait 10 more years for that to be almost completely zero before I actually take Utrecht. But I will take it. Who are you at war with? Savoy? Leinster, Savoy, Scotland and Tuscany. Not in that order, but still. Let's also improve relations with the Emperor. If we get his relations to 200, he might actually join wars despite being the Emperor, because he will love us dearly. So we're still making quite a bit of money, 2 ducats a month. And that is including 2 advisors currently, so... I think that as soon as it's possible, we're going to switch our focus to administrative. So we actually get to our idea groups. Idea groups have been moved from level 4 to 5 for the first one, which is a little bit of a slowdown for the colonizing nations, mostly Portugal and Castile. And gives the others a chance to also get there, of course. Oh, yeah, you're at war with Scotland without actually being at war with France, which is pretty good for him. Does France not want an alliance now? Because we're allied to his rivals, he really doesn't like that. I should get my... Yeah, I should increase relations with him, though, as well. Oh, I just realized. I think we lost the embassy building. Naval force limits, pretty good. Yeah, I think we lost the embassy building. Burgundy accepted peace. Trier will actually pay, yeah. Because we dropped out of the war, they're actually going to lose it now. Yeah, the embassy is gone, which means you don't get a free diplomat anymore at level 6. That's actually a huge nerf. Huh. Interesting. Here are some barks. You go to the English Channel because that's where I want to trade more. The Brabantian separatists are getting some power. If it actually becomes 90%, I'm just gonna increase autonomy at that point. But not before, because why should we? I mean, it's still expensive to have the autonomy going, so... let's build... We have 2 more in production. Let's build 1 more after. That will mean we have our naval force limit going on. We're already at naval force limit of 18 this early in the game, which is pretty good. We actually look at the ledger for navies. We see that total ships is 40 Ottomans, Venice, England, Denmark, Mamluks, Aragon, Genoa. Okay, but we are here. We have no heavy ships just yet. England is just rocking that one. But our force limit is the 6th in the world for naval stuff. We're an independent nation, so every independent nation gets 6. Our development in Zeeland, Holland is high enough for 4. Vlaanderen is another 1.5. Holland gets the coastal center of trade for +2. And Dutch traditions plus 50%. So we already have the Dutch ideas going on, which is good. Yeah, so it does say, form the Dutch nation, you get new traditions and ambitions, but we already have Dutch traditions and ambitions anyway. So, what are our ideas? I'll just go over these for the last bit of this episode. We get Dutch traditions, which is naval force limit plus 50%, and shipbuilding time minus 10%. Really strong. And when we finish all of our ideas, we get the ambition of 15% trade income. Oh, there goes Liège, just annexed by Burgundy. Now we border Burgundy again. Great. Our first idea, the Amsterdam Whistle Bank. Problem with metal coinage was that it was virtually impossible to make coins of equal weight at all mints. Yeah, Whistle Bank trade metal money for Amsterdam paper money. Ah, interesting. So yearly inflation reduction plus 0.10, really good. Dutch trading spirit, a merchant and trade range. Polders, minus 10% development cost. Ooh, really good. Instructie voor de admiraliteiten. Plus 2, god damn it. 10 unrest or minus 5 with 20% autonomy. Yeah, I cannot get the unrest going here. I need to lower taxes then. But it's only for 5 years, but the autonomy doesn't take down as fast. Too bad. Anyway, naval leader fire, really good. Embrace humanism, tolerance of heretics plus 3. Army sappers, siege ability plus 10%, that's strong. And platoon fire, infantry combat ability plus 10%. I would like to thank you all for watching. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date in the future. I'll see you guys later.